Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson, and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good.
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now the first carry for King Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. That one caught with Dante Wester. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Big-time pitch and catch there on 3rd down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Ready?
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they think about what they want to do here on 4th and goal. This caught. Darnold to throw on first down. Taken in right side by Barner. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Darnold to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
And that is incomplete. See if that comes back to bite them a bit later on in this one. As for now, it remains a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Darnold now to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Walker. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That's complete. It's JSN. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
We're going to start.
To throw is Darnold. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
One more, ready?
First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Jackson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. Here's Darnold. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
That is brought in, and he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman, touchdown Ravens.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
40-yard line.
We're outside. No way.
To throw on first down is Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Shaheed now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing, Darnold. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll run here with Walker.
Pretty obvious they're just trying to catch the defense off guard. Everyone's thinking 3rd and long. That's a passing down, and we're going to sneak a run in. So give credit to this defense. They were well prepared for both run and pass, and they don't fall for it.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he can He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. 4 yards.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6.
Seahawks 40-yard line.
He'll go again here with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
It's 4th down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
4th down. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Real quick.
1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit up! Sit up!
Now Jackson. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Seahawks scoop it up. He's inside the 40 to the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
DC, ready? Ready! Go ahead. Ready!
Jackson now to throw on first down. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Hey, hey.
A first down throw for Jackson. Nowhere to go. is taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now Jackson on 4th down. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go, set.
Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
And the Seahawks.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
They go with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. It is 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game. And They've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory. Back near his goal line, Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they will finally run him down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Forced out left. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
180. Sit hard. Sit hard.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4.
From the 35, back to work on second and 4.
180.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Right side and caught by Kohler. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw, Darnold. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry here for Ken Walker. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down. First and 10.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running left is Walker. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Baker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense...
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 2-yard line.
On the toss to Charbonnet. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
We go set.
Here's Darnold. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Travis Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Myers.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 74 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
It's now 3rd down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
A run now with Charbonnet. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jackson going to keep it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good short hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. A big pickup there, without question. That should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Throwing now is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
One last throw now for Darnold. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.